presentation of Retro Sports Network, home of the champions of the past, present, and or future. And we can now safely say there will be meaningful baseball for the Texas Rangers in the month of October. They have a magic number now of 1. Their next win, or Kansas City's next loss, whatever combination that is, gives the Rangers the AL West. It came on a 6-run second inning in Seattle. Bub Wills scored Richie Zisk to make it 1-0. Sandy Alomar, senior, not junior, an RBI grounder, 2-0. Nelson Norman, not Greg, but Nelson, a double to score Toby Harrah, 3-0 Rangers. Bobby Bonds singled home Norman to make it 4-0. Juan Beniquez tripled home Bonds to make it 5-0. Al Oliver singles home Beniquez to make it 6-0. Shane Raleigh, future Yankee pitcher, did not do all that great. He'll take the loss. Doyle Alexander is going to get a playoff start, we think. Juan Beniquez, a 2-run bomb in the 4th, 8-0. John Ellis, a solo shot, 9-0. And then they start to drink champagne in the dugout. Seattle ends up with 5. Craig Reynolds, a 2-run triple. Leon Roberts tripled home Rupert Jones to make it 9-3. In the end, it was 10-5. Nobody really seems to care. Doyle Alexander has pitched the Rangers to at least a minimum 1-6-3. Which leaves us with today's possible doubleheader. The rest of the games that don't mean anything. The Dodgers have swept the Reds 1-0. Atlanta beats Houston. Detroit downs Boston. California beats Chicago. And so here we go. The Orioles and the Indians are next. If the Orioles win, then we'll do the Yankees and Blue Jays tonight. But if the Orioles lose, then the magic number for the Yankees would be 2. And they could clinch as early as tomorrow. As Retro Sports Network presents Pennant Chase 78. Today from Memorial Stadium in Baltimore. It's the Baltimore Orioles and Cleveland Indians. Jim Palmer trying to save the Orioles season against Don Hood. And today's game is brought to you by DigitalDice.com, the best darn podcast on the web for your sports simulation and replay needs. Find us today on Spotify, Spreaker, iTunes, or wherever else fine podcasts are listed. Well, this is pretty much a must-win for Baltimore. They've got 3 left against the Tigers. We know that the Yankees cannot win the division today, but they can they can lock it down, especially if Cleveland beats Baltimore. Jim Palmer looking for his 20th win of the year. You got your best odds for a big Baltimore win, and they've got pretty much everyone out there. It's the same lineup that was shut down by Rick Waits last night. For Cleveland, pretty much the same thing. Is Wayne Cage going to be the hero the second day in a row? We don't know. We do know that we think now the playoffs will start on Thursday in Philadelphia. So we'd have one game in Philadelphia Thursday night, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific, between the Dodgers and the Phillies, and then the Dodgers and Phillies would play game 2 at noon on Friday, and then at 8 on Friday night, game 1 of the American League Championship Series, which we now really do think will be in Texas. Cinderella wears a size 6 cowboy boot, just in case you're wondering. But it's on to Baltimore. Let's see what we got now. How you doing, Tribe fan? Missed you last night. Jim Palmer is a 19-game winner and a 3-time Cy Young Award winner, making his last regular season start. This is it. How you doing? He is 19-10 with a 2.26 ERA. And so his body of regular season work ends with this, because it's Thursday, the 28th of September, 1978. And Cleveland, it's one of these things where, this is where wins becomes an iffy stat. He's thrown 3 times. How you doing, Mr. Forsberg? 25 innings, 15 hits, 7 runs, all earned over those 25 innings, 8 walks, and 10 strikeouts. But he is 1-2 with an ERA of 2.52 and an average of 181 against the Indians. He's handled them well, but not well enough. His last time out, Seth, I was trying to remember your name, but I do recognize Nats fan 31. Against the Tigers on the 23rd, 9 innings, 3 hits, no earned runs. He won the ball game. 1 unearned run. He walked 1 and struck out 3. So in 291 innings, 221 hits, 15 home runs, 81 runs, 73 earned. He's walked 74 and struck out 124. Ground ball pitcher, fastball at 86. And in this must-win the game, the 158th of the year for Baltimore, or 50, and the last at home. Here's the lineup. Rick Manning will lead it off in center field for Cleveland. Jim Norris is in left. He'll bat second. Buddy Bell at third will play third. If you weren't with us last night, Cleveland won. Andre Thornton cleans up at first. The man, the myth, the legend, Wayne Cage, the DH, will bat fifth. Dwayne Kuiper at second will bat sixth. Briggs is in right field again. Our Al Red Sox fan lookalike, he'll bat seventh. Bo Diaz behind the plate, he'll go eighth. And we got another cameo appearance from one Alfredo Griffith batting ninth. How you doing, DJ John? And Don, you can feel good about Hood. On the mound, he should go 115 pitches. Gary Renicky, a 5 and a 3 in left. Carlos Lopez, a 5 and an 8 in center. Kenny Singleton is a 6 and a 7 in right. Doug DeCinces at third, he's a 7. Mark Belanger. Birthday, go O's. Well, wish the wifey a happy birthday for all of us. Belanger at 10 at short. Dower, a 6 at second. Eddie Murray, a 6 at first. Rick Dempsey, a 5 and a 7. And Palmer is a 10 on the mound in many ways. And a 9.72 fielding percentage. Oh, glad that your family, Seth, is doing well. Online school is a bit rough if you're not used to it. And it's beautiful to see you, Seth. I'm glad you are doing well, buddy. I really am. So Manning at 270, a homer, and 50 RBI. So if you're ready, we are. If you didn't catch the open, the Rangers have clinched 163. Their magic number is 1. If the Orioles win, we play the Yankees tonight. If the Indians win, we'll play the Yankees after this game. Pitch to Manning. Up the middle, Dower over to first, 1 out. Here's Jim Norris at 313, 4 homers and 24 RBI. Palmer, ball 4. That's not the Palmer method. So 1 out for Buddy Bell at 276, 7 homers and 66 RBI. The East cannot end today. Scherzer's for 31's for the immaculate one. Okay, Mr. Scherzer. That makes sense. Cleveland goes to New York for a weekend set against the Yankees. And Baltimore would travel to Detroit. 75 degrees, the wind's blowing out to right center at 6. Not the gale storm that we had last night. Pitch to Bell is a ground ball to Dower's. Only play is to first. So Norris goes to second, and Bell is retired for Thornton at 300. 36 homers and 105 RBI. So Palmer, trying to get out of this. Pitch to Thornton. Struck him out. He swung on and missed a 1-2, and that will retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. They leave a runner on, bottom one, no score. Don Hood looks like he would be comfortable on the cover of every soft rock album from the 70s. The lefty is 4-7 with a 4.34 ERA. This is his 19th and last start of the year. He is a fastball pitcher at 90 and doesn't favor, for that matter, the ground or the fly ball. He has made an appearance against Baltimore and lost 5 1/3 innings in a start, 4 hits, 3 runs, all earned. He walked 3 and struck out 2. I say Tampa's due, John, don't you? His last start was against the Tigers on the 17th. 6 1/3 innings, 5 hits. A run, it was earned. He walked 3 and struck out 2 and got really? Well, that didn't take very long, did it? Where was I? 116 innings, 123 hits, 13 homers, 65 runs, 56 earned. He walked 60 and struck out 44. So here's a lineup that the Orioles will run out there. Carlos Lopez leads off in center field. I don't know why they didn't put Bunbury. I think was healthy by this point. Why they didn't use him is a mystery to me. Anyone know? Because if they do come back to win the division, Bunbury's their better center fielder. Gary Renicky will bat second and play left field. Kenny Singleton in right will hit third. Eddie Murray at first cleans up. Doug DeCinces at third will bat fifth. Lee May, the DH, will go sixth. Rick Dempsey behind the plate will bat seventh. Rich Dower at second will go eighth. And Mark Belanger at short will bat ninth. And if we need to pinch hit for Belanger, Kiko Garcia will do the job. Palmer, by the way, threw 20 pitches in the first. The Indians line up like this. Norris a 5 and a 9 in left. Rick Manning an 8 and a 4 in center. Briggs is a 5 and a 6 in right. Buddy Bell a 9 at third. Alfredo Griffin getting that cup of coffee is a 3 at short. Dwayne Kuiper a 7 at second. Thornton a 6 at first. Bo Diaz is a 5 and a 6 behind the plate. A big favorite of Pete Rose. Don Hood is a 7 with a 971. Don't know, Craig, if that's the case or not. Yeah, the computer used him as a pinch hitter at one point, and I was surprised. We'll see. That's one of those things. Tribe fans are going to watch the Stanley Cup. He favors Tampa, but Dallas will probably give them hell. Also, Brock Nelson kicking himself. If he buries that shorty, we're talking about a Game 7 instead of a Game 1. I think Baltimore was also out of it. Don't forget. It really, by this time, was down to the Yankees and Red Sox. But if the Orioles do make it, I think we use them. I'm wearing an Islanders jersey today, by the way. Brian Trottier. Lopez at 227, 5 homers and 13 RBI. Pitch from Hood is a line drive foul. And somebody from Bowie makes the catch, an 0-2 count. Up the middle, a base hit. That's the start the Orioles wanted. Yeah, he only pinch hit in September. I forget how far back they were. They were not one of the teams that finished within 5 of first. Here's Renicky, 273, crazy eyes, 2 homers, and 11 RBI. Oh, wow, broken leg was so severe, Craig says, that they thought his career might be over. Oh, boy. Phone beeping like crazy. Thank you. And the wife mailed out what she had to do. So let me send an appropriate message to her from the Sabre article. Was that during the middle of a game? So here's Renicky. Read you those numbers, throw the first Lopez back. I was in my 40s the first time I saw the Theismann injury. I could have gone the rest of my life not seeing the Theismann injury. Sliding into second in May, Craig says, okay? Pitch to Renicky is a fly ball to left. Norris in the corner makes the catch. 1 out for Singleton. 282, 24 homers, 68 RBI. So I wanted these... an ankle injury. Oh, I hope there's no video of that. You remember? Yeah. You remember when the Bengals played the 49ers the second time in the Super Bowl? And was it Tim Crumry, who broke his leg on the first play from scrimmage? It looked like literally a sack of beef. Lopez is still not stealing. Ball 4. So here's Eddie Murray, 283, 24 homers, and 101 RBI. The things that you don't know until you ask on the stream. So Lopez on second, Singleton on first. Murray could use a big game. Ball 4. So Hood has walked him loaded. Oh my goodness, he broke his fibula and ankle on the slide. I just ate too. Wow. Here's DeCinces. 249, 24 homers, and 81 RBI. Holy crap is the right thing to say there. Somebody just won $100,000 on America's Funniest Home Videos with that one. Got him! How about that? He checked his swing on an 0-2 and Hood gets the first strikeout. So here's Lee May, 237, 25 homers, and 87 RBI. So Lopez on third, Singleton on second, Murray on first. No score, bottom of the first. Line drive, left field. Norris is there, and they leave him loaded. Which is exactly where Earl Weaver's going to start to do in the Baltimore dugout. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. They strand 3. Cleveland and Baltimore scoreless. So here's Palmer. Wayne Cage, his solo shot early, gave the Indians the lead. 286, 6 homers, and 17 RBI. Love the sideburns on Wayne, by the way. In the left center, 1 out. Here's Kipe. Dwayne at 297. No homers in 42 RBI. Ground ball, base hit right side. So no hitter for Palmer. And that brings up Dan Briggs, who is at 097. 2 triples. 1 homer and 3 RBI. To third. DeCinces' only play is to first. Maybe, and Briggs beat it out. The bang-banger was late, and so that's an infield single. And so Kuiper on second, Briggs on first. For Bo Diaz at 207, 3 homers and 10 RBI. That's right, Ron Rivera broke his leg in the Super Bowl playing for the Bears in their win over New England. I'd forgotten that. It's okay, he got a ring and a trophy. Pitch to Bo, up the middle, a base hit. Kuiper will hold at third, and there's 1 out for Griffin, and the bases are loaded. So Kuiper at third, Briggs on second, and Diaz on first. I think Bo was with the Red Sox organization. I believe he went over, or came over in the Eckersley trade. Griffin 2 for 3. In the left center, that should get a run in. Lopez will make the catch. Kuiper will tag. Lopez will Throw to the plate. Dempsey, not in time. So everybody moves up 90. 2 out for Manning and 1-0 Cleveland. So Palmer, 36 pitches through 9 batters, an inning and 2/3, 3 hits, a walk and a strikeout. Pitch to second. Lauer, Murray, and that will retire the side. The Indians draw first blood. A run on 3 hits. They strand 2. No errors. Bottom 2, 1-0 Cleveland. Oh, great topic right after lunch. Broken legs. Here's Rick Dempsey. 216, 7 homers, and 44 RBI. How you doing, Mike from the truck? Ball 4. So Hood is all over the place. That's his 3rd walk. Here's Dower, 234, 3 homers, and 38 RBI. Okay. Pitch or throw to first, Dempsey back. Fixing Tony Franklin so he can bomb 62-yard field goals in the rain. Here's a fly ball to right. Briggs is there for the out. Talking about barefoot in the park. Jeez. Here's Belanger, 214, no homers, and 24 RBI. So Belanger with 1 out will swing a throw to first. Dempsey back. Our dear friend Al playing Patriots 49ers game with 85 Patriots and 2019 49ers using Pro Strategy Football 2021. And Tony Franklin bombed a 62-yarder in the rain. Got him! An 0-2 swung on and missed. 2 out for Lopez, who singled his first time up. Hood, 38 pitches through 9 batters in an inning and 2/3. A hit, he walked 3 and struck out 2. They are really interested in Rick Dempsey. They've thrown over there a number of times. This time it's a ground ball base hit left side. Dempsey will hold at second. Griffin with a bad play. And so that brings up Renicky, who's 0 for 1. Pitch from Hood. Got away from Diaz, and everybody moves up 90 on the pass ball. That's on Bo. He went one way, the ball went the other, and it rolled all the way to the backstop. And so a full count and 2 in scoring position. Dempsey on 3rd, Lopez on 2nd. Long drawn. Gary Renicky makes it 3-1 Baltimore. You can't walk half the state of Maryland without it hurting. And for Gary, that's his 3rd of the year. So O's fans have something to cheer about. Finally, a line drive shot that tucked around the pole. 3-1. Yep, that's an Earl Weaver special. A 3-run shot following the pass ball by Diaz with 2 out. Here's Singleton. He walked his first time up. This time it's a liner to left. Norris is there, and that will retire the side. But the Orioles get 3 runs on 2 hits and no errors. After 2, Baltimore 3, Cleveland 1. So everything except for the Yankee game is a final. The Dodgers are going to win that division almost by double digits. Good for them. They play a weekend set in San Francisco. Philadelphia and Pittsburgh play 4 starting tomorrow. Texas, they picked a fine time to start winning again. Magic number is 1. And Seattle falls to 63 and 94. Yankees' magic number is 3. If the Orioles win, it stays 3. If the Orioles blow this game, It is 2, and the Yankees can clinch as early as tomorrow. But Cleveland has won 6 of 10. And I've been told that Cleveland is really enjoying all the streaming time they've gotten this week. Norris walked his first time up as we start the top of the third. Into right center, Lopez is there. 1 out. Don't know what we're doing tomorrow yet. Buddy Bell's 0 for 1. I think it depends on what's going on here. In the left, Renicky off the wall. He waited for the bounce, and Bell is into second standing. And here's Thornton. He struck out his first time up. Palmer. Line drive to Belanger. He leaps and makes the catch. 2 out. So here's Wayne Cage. Is that Mitchell's brother? Kind of looks like Mitchell. We were talking about brothers last night, the Lansfords. Wayne is 0 for 1. Oh, wait. That's Mitchell Page I'm thinking of, not Mitchell Cage. Never mind. Ground ball to short. Belanger over to first, and that should and will retire the side. Don Hood will sing About Your Girlfriend as we start the bottom of the third. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. Don't give up on us, baby. 3-1 Baltimore. 283. We did that. He walked his first time up. It's a pretty good stash when it's thick enough that you can part it. Pitch to Murray. Up the middle, a base hit. So Griffin, not covering himself in glory in this day game, or this night game. 75, wind's blown out to right center at 6. The Sensei struck out his first time up. To short, might be 2. Kuiper 1, over to Thornton. And that's what Hood needed. He gets a 6-4-3, 2 out for May, who's 0 for 1. So Gary Renicky, the hero right now, a 3-run shot in the second, as the Birdies up 3-1. In the left, Norris will make this catch, and that will retire the side. No runs, a hit, double play erased it. After 3-1 Baltimore. So Kuiper, Briggs, and Diaz to face Palmer here in the fourth. To first, Murray, 1 out. Here's Briggs. Danny singled his first time up. Into right, Singleton doesn't even have to move. 2 out. So Bo Diaz has himself a single. To short, Belanger sucks that one up over to first, and that will retire the side. Cleveland goes in order. No runs, no hits, no errors. Bottom 4, 3-1 Baltimore. So here's Rick Dempsey, Mr. Rain Delay himself. Walked and scored on a 3-run shot by Renicky. To short, 1 out. Here's Dower, he's 0 for 1. So, what's your guys thinking on Bunbury if they make it? Pitch to Dower. Ground ball to Griffin over to Thornton, and that will retire the side. Nope, that's not the most imposing hitter photo for Dower, is it? 2 out for Belanger, who struck out his first time up. Some of these pictures are just great, aren't they? There's a ground ball to Griffin that's misplayed. So Belanger will reach on the 2-out error, first error for Cleveland. And here's Carlos Lopez, who singled twice and scored. Hood threw 18 batters, 77 pitches, 3 2/3 innings, 4 hits. The home run to Renicky, he has walked 3 and struck out 2. Well, Griffin only played 3 games. Well, he played in 5, but only 2 in the field. So he had 11 chances, or 12 chances, and converted 11, which is how you get that. Mr. Forsberg says that Bunbury should not play. Ground ball to third, Bell over to first, and that will be decided. Mr. Marichich says that Bunbury should be on the bench. Okay, well, they get there. We'll figure it out. No runs, no hits, and an error doesn't hurt. After 4, 3-1. High-octane offense. Yep, Alfredo reached and drove home a run on the sac fly in the second as we start the 5th. Ballpark playing big, even though the wind's blowing out the center now at 6. -1 for the batting average for the lefties, -6 for the righties. Home runs, -14 for the lefties and -20 for the righties. And he'll slap that one into left center. And Griffin has himself a single. So Manning steps to the plate. He's 0 for 2. Palmer, 67 pitches through 18 batters, 4 plus innings, 5 hits, a walk, and a strikeout. He drops one down. Dempsey to Dower covering. 1 out. For Jim Norris, it worked. Griffin moves to second. Norris 0 for 1 with a walk. Palmer got him. A 2-2 fastball swung on and missed, and Dempsey hangs on to it. 2 out for Buddy Bell with a double. Ground ball to Belanger. No error there. Over to Murray for the out, and that will retire the side. You guys get a commercial because you're special. No runs, a hit, no errors. Halfway home, 3-1 Baltimore. So future Toronto Blue Jay legend Alfredo Griffin starts the scoring with a sac fly in the second, 1-0 Cleveland. Gary Renicky responds in the bottom of the second with a 3-run shot. Baltimore 3, Cleveland 1. Oh, you're a sub. I don't think the subs have to watch commercials. But I gotta stay silent for that 30 seconds. Because I need that penny, darn it. Don Hood, 4 innings, 4 hits, 3 runs. Jim Palmer, 5 hits, 5 innings, and 1 run. Renicky 1 for 2. His hit was the big one, a 3-run shot in the second. If the Orioles win this game, we're back with you at 7 for the Yankees and the Blue Jays. Into left again, but Norris this time reaches in the stands and makes the catch, 1 out. Yes, John, you are special. Here's Singleton. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. There's a ground ball base hit. A Griffin not out there covering himself in clover, and that's the 5th hit for the Orioles. Here's Murray. He is walked and singled. He's 1 for 1. The Yankees win today. They can clinch as early as tomorrow. If they both Cleveland and the Yankees win, they could win it outright tomorrow. We could be done with this replay tomorrow. Would you believe that? Base hit right center field. Singleton around third. They're not going to run on Briggs. And so runners on second and third, and one out. Mike from the truck, are you still here? Of course, the playoffs will start next week. I started this in January. I expected this to be done in August. Before we do anything about Corona and all that. And yeah, Uncle Ron needs a couple days for sure. DeCinces grounded into a double play and struck out. He's got a chance to pick up two here. Singleton on third, Murray on second. Diaz and Hood will have a word. And that's in the left center field. Norris will make the catch on the track. Singleton will tag and score. And so the throw goes into third. And it's 4-1 Baltimore. So the Orioles making some noise. They should have done this last night. Thank you, sir. I do appreciate it. And we're certainly not done with the lunchtime streams. We'll have, of course, the full playoffs for you. Best of 5 LCSs, starting with the Dodgers and the Phils. So I was trying to see if Mike from the truck was still here. We're going to tape our next game for our Pro Strategy Football Series, which will be the 60s AFL Championship. That's coming up with Al. Lee Bay's 0 for 2. So once I figure out what night that is and all that, then we'll figure out fully our playoff schedule. So odd number games, games 1, 3, and 5 of each series, and 5, of course, being if necessary, will be at night, 8 Eastern, just like you would see on television. 5 p.m. starts on the West Coast. Even number games would be the traditional noon start. And the same will go through the World Series. I think I figured out, John, that if everything goes 5 and 7, the World Series would end on October 11th. Pitch to May is a fly ball to left. Manning will watch it go. 6-1. So the Orioles ending their home season are not going quietly into that good night. And for Lee May, that's number 26. Tried fan, you weren't here last night. You guys won. That ball just kept going. It wanted a natty bow just like most of the people in the stands. Here's Dempsey. He's 0 for 1. He has walked and scored. So another 3-run blast. I'm okay with the Yankees if they win. I'd rather have Baltimore, being a Red Sox fan. But I'm okay if the Yankees get in. That was a pretty good team. And the Dodgers and Phillies, Pittsburgh blew that. Open the window, Aunt Minnie. Pittsburgh got a 10-game lead, I believe, around Memorial Day. And Philadelphia's going to win that division with ease. And the Dodgers should have put the Reds away in August. Now, we want you here. We want you here. 48-hour work week? Yeah. Hopefully it wasn't anything with a light or a lime attached to it. Pitch to Dempsey. Ball 4. So Hood pretty much running on fumes now. Demos is doing 77 Philly and LA. He got the Rangers into his 77. All right, as long as there's no limerita with it. Yeah, the Dyer's not doing too good. Dower 0 for 2. Dempsey on first. He's stolen 9 bases this year. Throw to first. Yeah, between Hood and Dower, it does look like you could, it's the Hall & Oates of the baseball world, isn't it? Pitch to Dower. She's gone. She really is gone. That's a home run. I was just making the joke, and Dower goes, she's gone. All right. It's 8-1 Cleveland. We got a pitching change. Sid Mungie coming in. And I guess we're doing a game tonight. Sid, 45th appearance. 2-4 on the year, a 2.74 ERA. He is a fastball pitcher at 95 and a ground ball plus pitcher. Against the Birdies, this is his 6th appearance, 5 2/3 innings. Oh, that beer is ice cold now, 74 degrees, and it tastes so good. 3 hits, an unearned run. He walked 1 and struck out 8, and has a loss with no ERA. His last time out was against the Yankees on the 24th. A third of an inning, 2 hits. Oh, God, that was the game that the Yankees scored 6 in the 12th, wasn't it? A run it was earned. He didn't walk or strike out anybody, and so an 88 2/3 innings, 70 hits, 2 homers, 31 runs, 27 earned, 51 walks, 61 strikeouts. I'll take your word on the Corona. I don't really drink anymore. Not because my body doesn't tolerate it very well. Mark Belanger is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Thornton flips it, and that will retire the side. But the Orioles get 5 runs on 4 hits and no errors. And so, I guess we're going to see tonight as well, 8-1 Baltimore. So here's Thornton. Palmer just needs to keep Stanhouse out of the game. Thornton 0 for 2, ball 4. So he's got a walk now to go that strikeout. And here's Wayne Cage, who's 0 for 2. Line drive to Sensei, 1 out. Here's Kipe. Kuiper 1 for 2. A single and a run scored. I learned in the 79 series, it's never over until it's over. You know, it's funny. We did 82. And I got the Orioles to the 6th game of the World Series. And I think they came down from 2 down to beat California. Poor Gene Lock. They play for the bunt. Kipe does put one down. The Sensei's only throw was to first. Yep. That was my 82 replay. There's a whole playlist for that. We did 80 some odd games. Here's Dan Briggs. He's 1 for 2. Single. Yep. The whole thing's there. I haven't put... There's a bunch of games I got to put in a playlist. I honestly do not know how many games I've done in this replay. You like happy endings. If you're an Expo fan, it's a happy ending. Dan Briggs, 1 for 2. We had planned to do about 80 here, and then a playoff. And Dempsey thought it was over after Game 4. And the right center. And Atwell retired the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. You go to the bottom of the 6th, it's 8-1 Baltimore. So we started going pretty much 1 day per stream. And that started in mid-March. And 6 months later. So we've probably done what? 120 games? It's been a lot of baseball. Lopez 2 for 3. He has singled twice and scored. Got him. An 0-2 below the belt, and that's the first for Sid. He can go 75. This might be his game. Here's Renicky, 1 for 3. The 3-run shot put the Orioles up 3-1 in the 2nd, and then the floodgates open for 5 in the 5th. Base hit, Griffin over to Thornton for the out. 2 away for Singleton, 1 for 2. A walk and a run scored. Got him. So he swings and misses for a strike 3. So no runs, no hits, no errors. The Oilers. The Orioles go quietly. We go to the 7th, 8-1. So Bo Diaz, Alfredo Griffin, and Rick Manning to face Palmer here in the 7th. No, and it's not a complaint. It's not a complaint. Here's some other projects I'd like to do that hopefully will earn your affection and trust and enjoyment as well. But right now, we're just trying to get down to 4. We've gotten 2 golden tickets punched for Willy Wonka and his Chocolate Factory. And Palmer got Diaz on a check swing. Full count, strike 3 looking. And that's 3 for Jim. 1 out for Griffin, who has singled and driven in a run on a sac fly. Mark met Willie Stargell down in Fayetteville, North Carolina, at a card show. How was he? Pitch to Alfredo, ball 4. So Griffin's been productive for Cleveland. Here's Manning, 0 for 2. 27 batters deep for Palmer, 105 pitches, 6 1/3 innings. 5 hits, 3 walks, and 3 strikeouts. Dempsey and Palmer have a few words. A little number down to Belanger. Dower for 1. They won't ever get Manning, but they get the force. I thought Belanger would just fling it to first, but he got the sure out at second. 6-4 on the fielder's choice. 2 out for Norris. Jim is 0 for 2. He has walked and struck out. To first, Murray. Oh, what a stab. Gets up, runs to the bag. Stretch time, 8-1 Baltimore. He signed your baseball and was nice. That's awesome. Here's Murray. He's 2 for 2. He singled, doubled, scored, and walked. So Cleveland has yet to retire him. 1 run, 5 hits, an error for the Indians. They've left 7 on. 8 runs, 8 hits, no errors, and the Orioles have left 4 on. Got him. 1-2 on the outside corner, and Sid is fan 3. Here's DeCinces. He's 0 for 2. RBI, struck out, and grounded into a double play. Yeah, you could take ice as either one. That's 2. We got a good afternoon. Swung on and missed, and Sid is firing blanks out there. Here's May, 2-run shot in the 5th. 1 for 3 with a run scored. Gone. Well, if this is it for Baltimore for 78, they have come out with some fireworks, haven't they? 9-1. Lee May put a hammer on that one. It's the 2nd of the game and 27th of the replay. He put that between the scoreboard and the bleachers. Yep. That thing was still rising when it hit. There's some kid out there that just scored himself a souvenir. Here's Dempsey. He's 0 for 1. He's walked twice and scored twice. Looking like a Ravens-Browns game, huh? Oh, that was just last week. Pitch to Dempsey is a fly ball to right. Briggs will make the catch. We go to the 8th. 9-1 Baltimore. So Palmer will face Bell, Thornton, and Cage. Pitch to Bell. Line drive, left center field. Lopez will throw it in, and Buddy's got a double. So nobody out for Thornton. Palmer probably, well, he can go for a bit. Baltimore's going to need some help from the team that they're playing and from the Blue Jays. Got him. He swung on and missed a full count curve. 1 out for Cage, who's 0 for 3. Into center field, Lopez makes the catch. Bell will hold at second, 2 out. Since I type with a spoon, I can't blame anything but that. Here's Kuiper. He's 1 for 3 with a run scored. In the left, Renicky rides the Schwinn, and that will retire the side. Bottom of the 8th here, last chance for Baltimore to add some more offense. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. 9-1 birdies. So Dower, who also has got a 2-run homer, 1 for 3, sang a song his last time up in the 7th, and has driven in 2. Belanger and Lopez to follow, and Sid in his 3rd inning of work. Shallow right center, Manning 1 out. So the Blue Jays and Yankees for you tonight at 7. Belanger 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Baltimore goes to Detroit. The Orioles can still win 93. Which, how much of an improvement would that have been on the real year? Yeah, the Yankees got lucky. They got Toronto a lot at the end, and then they get Cleveland to close the regular season. That 163, if they play it, it would be home against Baltimore. Texas is rooting for that because the Yankees will have to burn Guidry to do it. Up the middle, a base hit. You know you're having a good day when Mark Belanger joins the hit club. Yes. Although the Yankees played pretty well in September, they had a bunch of makeup games in Toronto, and Baltimore was rained out a bunch. And so the Orioles, without even taking the field, lost a game and a half on their lead. It went from 2.5 to 1 in 2 days. I mean, it's hard to get any momentum back in your favor when you're sitting in a hotel room watching someone else do their thing. Lopez is 2 for 4. A single twice, struck out and scored once. Base hit, left side. So Lopez goes 3 for 5, and the Orioles threaten again. A run on 6 hits and an error for Cleveland. They've left 8 on. With Renicky at the plate, 9 runs, 11 hits, no errors, and the Orioles have left 4. Renicky's 3-run shot in the second at least gave the Orioles some hope. To third, Bell across the way to Thornton for the out. So everybody moves up 92 out for Singleton, 1 for 3. A walk and a strikeout, and a run scored. If we do indeed do a split doubleheader tomorrow, we would do the Texas potential clincher at noon and an American League East game of my choice tomorrow night. And so I'll let you guys choose. We doing the Orioles Tigers or the Yankees Indians? Pitch to Singleton. Ground ball to short, over to first. No runs will score, and that will retire the side. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors. We go to the 9th. Palmer staying in to face Briggs, Diaz, and Griffin. It's 9-1 Baltimore. DJ John wants the O's. I'm sure Michigan Man wants to see the Tigers win. Yep, so we pack our bags and head to Detroit for that. Unless it looks like the Yankees can clinch. Horace Speed will pinch hit. But we'll see. Let's see what happens. But yeah, we'll go with O's Tigers. Speed at 224, 9 RBI. Ball 4. Bo Diaz 1 for 3. He is singled and struck out. Tuesday would be the equivalent of the last day of the year. So if we do a doubleheader Monday, it would both be in prime time. Let's see how this plays out, gang. Pitch to Diaz is a ground ball to Palmer. Dower for 1, Murray for 2. And we're down to the last out being Alfredo Griffin. They've yet to retire Alfredo Griffin, but he is possibly the last out. He has walked. He has hit a sac fly, so I guess they have retired him once, and he has singled. Palmer. Belanger to Murray, and the Orioles close out the home schedule with an error. Oh my goodness, they throw it away. Belanger overthrows everybody, and we're not done. That's an E6. Oh my goodness gracious. He threw it in the dugout, and Earl flung it back out on the field. It's an 8-run lead. Even the best of players make the worst of plays. So here's Manning. He's 0 for 3. 36 batters for Palmer. 144 pitches. 8 2/3 innings. 6 hits. 1 run. It was earned. This is not 4 walks and 4 strikeouts. And Bernie Carbo is going to pinch hit. So Carbo at 301, 5 homers and 23 RBI. To second. Does this end the ball game? No, Murray dropped it. No, and he picks it up. He picked it up. The throw was low. He found the handle. He shows it to the umpire, and Baltimore has won the ball game 9-1. So Jim Palmer is a 20-game winner in 1978. Good grief is right. 9 innings, 6 hits, 1 run. He's in that Cy race, too. He has walked 4 and struck out 4. Dodd Hood goes to 4 and 8, 4 2/3 innings, 8 hits, 8 runs, all earned. 3 homers, walked 4, and struck out 2. We're going to give Jim Palmer the player of the game honors with a 6-hitter. 20-game winner. And so right now, the magic number is, well, they're 2 back. They are 2 back at 90 and 68. So 94 is what Baltimore can do. So the Yankees will play... Time that button. So the Yankees will play the Blue Jays tonight at 7 Eastern. That should be fun. And so all of you Toronto Blue Jay fans, be sure to stand by for that. So the Yankees could possibly clinch it tomorrow. Texas can clinch it tomorrow. So let's see what the Yankees do tonight. Baltimore might be able to get to it in a game and a half. You just never know. All right, that's it for this afternoon. Thank you so much for watching. Oh, do you want to? Oh, we should read the rest of the scores, shouldn't we? I can do them right here. So here's what's been played. It's 300 innings. That's a lot of innings, isn't it? Dodgers beat the Reds 1-0. Doug Rauch goes to 16 and 11. Larry McWilliams gets the Atlanta 6, Houston 4. McWilliams gets the win. J.R. Richard with the loss. Bruce Bochy, second home run of the year. Look up, Ronnie. Detroit beat Boston 9-4. Kip Young 7-4. Mike Torres, we don't talk about him in mixed company. The Boomer Scott, 2 homers, 10 RBI, or is 10th of the year and 3 RBI. Texas 10, Seattle 5. The Rangers have a tie now assured for the division. If there is a 163, it would be in Kansas City. Doyle Alexander 12 and 11. Shane Raleigh 4 and 6. Juan Benitez is 11th of the year. Drives in 3. California 9, the White Sox 2. Nolan Ryan closes out 78, a winner. Carney Lansford with a homer and 4 RBI. Hinton with a loss for the Cy Sox. And as you just saw, Baltimore 9, Cleveland 1. So, we'll talk to you tonight for more baseball. I believe it's Ron Guidry, isn't it? Let me take a look. Who's pitching tonight? Thank you, John. Pardon the bald head. It's Ron Guidry against Baylor Moore. And over the weekend against Cleveland, Beatty, Figueroa, and Hunter. So Ron Guidry can put the Yankees on the brink at 7 o'clock. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.